Hello viewers. Today we have with us joining us Miss Tejashree Acharya. She's not only a child psychologist practicing from 9 to 10 years, but she's also early childhood educator. And she's got immense knowledge in child psychology. She's practicing it in a full grown matter, and she's a positive parent educator, which is fully trained, and we are really pleasure to have her with us today. So the topic today is going to be a childhood nutrition with the psychological benefit of it. So I think this topic is very close to all the parents heart. So let's get connected together. So hi Tejashri, so how are you doing today?
Thank you so much, Shani, for a warm welcome.
Yeah.
And I feel that this topic is very closely connected to us as experts
Totally.
and also as parents because the brain development and food goes hand in hand.
So true, so true. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so like in my sessions also I've always seen then behind a tantrum or an attention challenge or an emotional outburst, there's often linked to their food
Yes,
or
yes.
routine or the environment.
Yes, yes, I have also observed this, but today I would like to keep a light on that how the childhood nutrition starts right from the base. As we nutritionists always find that the omega 3 and omega 6, which is a fat, so one sort of a fat, which is too much responsible for brain development. So, do you think, according to your child psychology, these nutritional fats are also playing important role here?
Definitely, I think it goes hand in hand. Like, so for us, we always say that brain develops majorly fast in the age group of 0 to 5 years.
100%,
Correct.
yes.
So there is 80 to 90% of brain development that is always already done during these years.
Yes, yes.
And in these years, I often give this metaphor to parents that these years are like your soil, and your bacha's brain is like the garden. The
100%.
more you put in, like the more you add in nutrition, the more you add in
Sleep routine.
sleep
Yes,
routine,
yes.
academic exposure, whatever you put into this years, I'm sure that's going to bloom.
And I agree here that if the base is not good,
Hmm.
then you put the best of the academic fertilizer, your child is not going to have the good future.
Definitely.
Because the base is there where we need to not only work on the child nutrition, but then the sleep and the emotional development of the child, the emotional stability where parents really need to work here.
Definitely, definitely. I think these years predict, how's the child going to be later in the life.
100%.
There are
Yes,
certain
yes.
neurons that will bloom, there are certain neurons that will block, depending on
Okay.
the exposure that you give to the child in
Okay,
these
okay.
years.
That was yes.
Yes. So, in my cases, we've always seen that parents generally come to me saying that कि मेरा बच्चा बहुत moody है,
Okay.
अगर उसके मन में नहीं होगा तो वो नहीं करेगा.
Okay.
And back then, I get to know that the child is either dysregulated
Oh.
or the child is not actually doing certain things because of the mood, but it could be because of the food that they have consumed
Yes,
during
so
the
here
day.
I will say that if there is a excessive sugar intake, the child can be anxious. At the same time, if there is a dehydration, child can be aggressive. I have seen this in my practice. So the child needs to be corrected there, so that there can be a nutritional things which is happening. So if the I would say the child has not pooped for 3 days, don't expect him to have a good behavior on the fourth day.
Correct, correct, correct.
Yes.
So I think the gut is also involved in all of these
Yes,
things.
yes, totally, absolutely. I feel so here, Miss Tejashree. I really feel that the food industry is also playing a lot of role,
Mhm.
where how the child should eat and how the parents need to be educated. So there's a new pandemic.
Mhm.
First, it used to be the cancer, which is used to be the biggest threat of the people. That after like every 6 people, the one person have a cancer.
Mhm.
But now the new threat is that after every 5 children, the one child is either overweight or obese. So it is not only the overweight obesity; it invites a lot of other metabolic disorders like diabetes, heart failure, heart attack in kids. So I think our country is in a big danger.
Definitely. I think lot of all these diseases or disorders are closely interconnected with each other.
Yes,
So
totally.
in children, when I get these kind of cases, there are always children who are taking more of sugar intake and more of overactivity is stimulated, hyperactivity is stimulated, and it somewhere results into attention deficit hyperactive disorder. So I would not say that it is directly the only way why a child gets this diagnosis. There could
Okay.
be other reasons as well, but
Okay.
yes, it plays a major role in hyperactivity.
Right, totally.
In the same way, I would say that when children are overeating, they and the same time when they are using the screen, they don't understand the amount of food they are eating.
Yes, here I would add that, when the child is seeing the screen, they don't get that satiety signal that, right now should stop. That my stomach is full and now the demand is not much. But while they are eating the food and the screen is on, they continuously want to eat.
Correct,
So
correct.
those signals are not met, and as a result, either they are overweight or they are obese. And in certain time, the child is so much busy and engrossed in seeing, not eating food at all, so not realizing the texture, not even realizing the quality, and not even realizing the taste of the food.
Yeah.
So I think, according to me, the food habit or the lunch or the dinner time has to be a family time where all sit together, they have a good conversation happening, and that should be the memory of the children. Okay, so here I would like to see that, whenever the child is eating with the family, it is creating a good memory. They exchange thought, they have conversation happening, and it's a good light family moment. So the food is always should be associated with the family time and not with the screen time, not with the movie time, or not with the watch time. So this is how it should be.
Correct, correct. Very good thought on it, Chandni ma'am. What I would like to put your attention onto is like, first thing, children are very busy throughout the day.
Yes.
They don't know what, like, at times they have a predicted schedule. At times they don't even know which classes are they going to attend post that. So first thing is they have irregular meals in the day.
Sure.
जब भी स्कूल का ब्रेक होगा they'll take a break.
Yes.
जब भी लंच ब्रेक होगा तब लंच ब्रेक
Whether
होगा.
they are hungry or not hungry.
Correct.
Yes.
So their body is not having that pattern of eating food. Number one thing. Number two is that when they get food, they want to stimulate it, or they want to add it with their favorite thing, that is screens.
Correct.
So they'll watch screens for entertainment and at the same time eat the food also. So they don't correlate the mindfulness of eating food or what is there on the plate. They actually don't even know what is there on the plate at times.
So true.
So at times I see mother feeding in, khale, 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 and they are watching screen. They don't know what they are actually
What they are
eating.
eating. Yes, yes, yes.
So very well said that there has to be a time where family shares this bond, and that is exactly the time when family connects together.
But Ms. Tejasri, here I would like to add that, the food should not be used as a bribe. Nowadays parents need to be educated that they are not going to be there behind the kids every time. So when the child is going to become an adult and going to take their own decision for choosing their food, so the bribe, like, if you will behave good, I will give you a treat, or I will give you a candy. So I think the food should not be used as a reward also. Though here parent needs a good education that food is a food, there the child needs to get trained for the education of the nutrition which is helping them to perform the daily activities of the life.
Correct.
So here the parents and the children education right from the base is very important.
Correct, correct. So, like already they are having so much to do throughout the day. I often, suggest parents that maybe during the weekend they can sit together with their child and understand how their week is going to look like. They can, prepare meal plans for the day.
So
Like,
true.
they can give 5 options.
They can engage children in this.
Exactly.
The children can also help in making some certain food recipes which is easy.
Correct.
And can prepare some sort of a sausages, give them something to chop with your supervision on it. So I think they will be involved with the food, so definitely they would like to have that food. Make a timetable
Exactly.
with them. Make timetable for their food tiffins and breakfast. That will create a good involvement as a parent and children together. It will be a quality time spent also.
Correct, correct.
Yes.
So I often say that don't give too many choices.
Yes.
Give the choices that you're actually going to give to the child,
Yes.
so
yes.
that there's no point of having tantrum with the children.
So you don't need those fancy menus.
Correct.
Like chia seeds, this omega-3, omega-6, Greek yogurts. No, the food has to be cultural. The food has to be according to the regional environment present. If you are a Maharashtrian or a Gujarat or you are from Punjab, the food has to be according to your environmental condition.
Correct.
And not the trend which is going on.
And also something that you can make quickly for the child, maybe that saves your time and also your child is involved in
The
it.
fun pot recipes. The child should learn that, everything can be there in one meal as well.
Yeah.
But here, the food industry is playing a big role.
Mhm.
Certain unhealthy foods are so goodly packed. They have got a bright colors. They have been kept in a shelf, and they have some jingles associated with them. The child, not only child, the parents are also so much attracted to buy those things. So here the healthy food is lying somewhere in the shelf with some gray and beige color, and not so well advertised. So the wrong message is going to the parent and kids. I was just going through the supermarket where it was written that the one chocolate is as good as a glass of a milk. So it is such a wrong message. I was like, "Ki how
Correct,
can a food
correct.
industry be such a big liar? कैसे हो सकता है?" Then the parents need to be educated for reading food labels also.
Yes. So
Yes.
that's where I, educate parents, or I tell children also in the same matter, that when a parent decides to go to a shopping mall, or let's say to buy groceries,
Okay.
why not involve children?
Yes.
And if
totally
they are
agree.
doing it online also, they can definitely involve.
Mm.
Two things are happening. Children are learning about the food, and children are also learning about how to buy food consciously.
Yes. So they are becoming mindful.
Correct.
That you can give them as a treat that I'm giving you 100 rupees and you use it. How healthy food you can bring along. So they can, really think about that. I can buy some vegetables, I can buy some cereals, I can buy some, healthy fats. So this
Correct.
can be the treat for them.
Now, this
Right.
can only happen if the child is aware about the outcome. If the child is not aware कि इससे ये दाल से मैं क्या बना सकता हूँ, या what will mama make out of this thing, the child is not going to be excited to do all of these things.
Very true.
So I feel first is education. Like the parent must tell the child कि क्या कैसे बनता है, या ये किधर से आता है. Or maybe if the child is not very much old enough to understand this thing, if the child is young, why not attract the same thing using different colors, add veggies to it, make it look more attractive.
So here I think the food
Yeah.
artistry is playing a good role. Though I have been a mother of two, my food artistry have been rejected many times. But see, this is what we can do the best.
Mhm.
Certain good carrot nose, or some good red tomato nose, or some broccoli's been associated with some ears. So I think that is how the food can be presented in a good way to the kids.
I think the more creative one can be, the more better the child is going to accept that food item.
Yes. But to be very honest, I'm being a nutritionist from past 19 years. I had prescribed the best diet. I was treating the critically ill patient or a child in the ICU. But when it comes to you, the things are not that easy. My daughter right now, my kids are 14 and 10. My daughter was so easy to go when I had started. I started milk at the best time, weaning at the best time. I breastfed my child. Everything was going according to the books. I was practicing. I was like, oh wow, I'm a super parent. So she started eating her food right from the 11 months. Chapati, sabzi, dal, chawal, curd, everything nicely, salad as well. But when it came to my son, the second child, oh my god, that was such a challenge. When he turned 9 or 10 years old, till that time he was not eating vegetables, no fruits. Every day making him understand was like a challenge to me. That I'm doing so good professionally, but when it comes to home, I was the most frustrated parent, seeing that he's just not ready to eat. But one thing that helped, that I never quit. So I constantly started introducing. So here I think when I had come to a journal where the paper was represented on the psychology, that even if you want any person to register something, you need to introduce that thing 15 times to that person. After trying 15 times, still that person is not taking it, then you can quit. So if you talk about bindi, I must have introduced at least 15 times to my son that you have to eat this, you have to. He rejected. But now from 1 year, you won't believe a magic has happened. He has started eating all the fruits and vegetables. I don't know where, why, from when, but he has accepted it and he has started eating. So here is my biggest victory.
Correct.
Personally, that my son has started eating fruits and vegetables, and believe me, all he eats, parval, kacha kela, everything he eats.
Correct. So that is the take.
What do you
here.
have to say about it?
Yeah, that is the take here. You answered it all by yourself, because I would say that the more connected a parent is to the child, the more better the child is going to reward the same connection to the parent.
Consistency.
Yes.
Yes.
So whatever you are doing it, make sure it is consistent. The
Yes.
moment you break it, the child is not going to take it.
100%. Yes.
So it goes the same thing with the tantrums. It goes with the same thing with all the other behavioral challenges that a child comes
You
up
don't
with.
have to quit.
You
As
cannot
a parent,
quit.
you have to keep trying it.
If
Yes.
you are constant, if you are consistent enough to give certain things or certain values, certain discipline, keep that way. Only then the child is going to understand कि नहीं ये तो नहीं चलने वाला है, this तो I
Agree.
will have to take it.
Yes, totally. That my parents are not going to quit and let me adjust it to it.
Yeah,
And it happens. It really happens.
it definitely, because
Yeah.
children are going to test you.
Yes.
They
yes.
will test you in all the forms. It is up to you how you're going to take that challenge from them.
So here, we both have discussed things quite in detail. So here, the education for the parents and education for the child right from the small age is very important. At the same time, there has to be a proper government and the school system which needs to, align to a proper formation of the syllabus where the child nutrition, where the definitely some macronutrients and micronutrient, and how these conditions are attached to their psychological behavior. So all these things needs to be included in their curriculum. And at
Yeah.
the same time, in the PTA meet, the parents also need to be educated. Me being such a holding 3 degrees at a time, so I always, to feel the parents who is not educated enough or who does not have that much counseling, how they must be treating their child. Well, are they doing so much efforts or they're just quitting?
Correct. So I think this is a better way to put into it, that we can have government look into all of these things.
Yes.
And the best way that they can do it, like, let's not say having a nutrition as a special subject, but they can add all these things when children are learning about body. They can have a subject matter or maybe chapters based on nutrition in their science
yes.
as a subject.
Totally.
So at least they are getting introduced to certain things. Many schools are doing it. Many schools
They
have the
started.
curriculum
They have
wherein
started,
they are
yes.
talking about nutrition, they are talking about all of these things, but the depth is very much important.
Yes. So here
Yeah.
we have discussed almost all the topics
Yeah.
that is related to this. So we would like to, end this session, and I hope all the parents have got the best input from the both of us professional, and all your queries are sorted. And so, Ms. Tejashree, it's been wonderful you having here with us and sharing your knowledge and making all the parents and children educated. We are really grateful for you having you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to you also for having me here today. And I'm glad that we could share certain insights that correlate each of our topics with each other.
Okay.
So, yeah, thank you.
So, Ms. Tejashree, this is just a small token for the time and the knowledge that you have shared. So, that was such a nourishing episode with you. So,
Thank
hope
you so
everyone is
much.
getting benefit from our conversations.
Thank you so much for having me here. And again, I would say that was as nourishing as you said, and very much connected to each parent, because
So
food
true.
and psychology goes hand in hand.
100%. I totally agree here. Just
Thank
accept
you.
it.
Thank you.
Yes.